Ang gusto ko lang itanong sa inyong palagay, gaano kalaki dito sa usaping ito ang papel ng online games, social media, sa behavior ng mga bata?
Para sa akin, malaki yung papel niyan. So, ako, I stand with Bam Aquino na dapat i-regulate natin yan, i-calibrate natin, pero not naman blanket.
Easier said than done. How do you regulate it at this point in time?
Well, we have to rely
Kailangan pag-usapan, no?
We have to rely on science-based approach palagi pagdating dyan. Pero yung nakikita kong mas malalim na problema talaga dito, yung responsibility ng parents. Kasi si presidente natin nagsalita na, DSWD nagsalita na, DepEd nagsalita na, PNP nagsalita na, pati yung LGU, pati yung school nagsalita na rin. Pero no amount of systems can really address this kapag yung magulang mo yung nagiging pabaya. Di ba? Hindi ka na nababantayan, hindi natuturo sa iyo yung tama at mali. And for me, yun talaga yung nakikita ko. Kasi nagsimula lahat yung pag sinasabi nila na larong bata lang yan, okay lang yan. So, video games, larong bata yan. Pero tingnan nyo nangyari. So, yung mga maliliit na mga bagay, nagpapatong-patong, tapos lalaki yan.
So, base dun sa sinasabi mo, Alfie, ang sinasabi mo ay dapat merong responsibilidad na mas malaki ang mga magulang.
Yes.
Sa mga pagkakataong ganito, instead of just paying, halimbawa, damages, or ang sinasabi mo ba na kung halimbawa ang karampatang parusa ay pagkakulong, dapat makulong ang magulang?
Hindi, sa akin dapat they should take responsibility.
But what is that taking responsibility?
Pwedeng community service, pwedeng psychosocial support, pwedeng mga seminar, at pwede rin kulong.
Okay.
Kapag ikaw, bilang isang magulang, ay nakakasama ka sa anak mo, tapos yung anak mo ay nakakasakit na. Tulad ng pangyayari.
Okay lang yung nakakasakit, pero pag nakakapatay para sa akin, iba na.
Para sa akin, Tito Boy,
yung mga heinous crimes.
basta masaktan yung anak mo, dapat hindi nila maranasan
Iba ng
yun.
usapang ito. Katulad ng nangyari halimbawa sa Tacloban, ilan ang nasaktan,
Yes.
pero ilan ngayon ang bilang ng namatay? Parang
Tatlo.
nasa 3 yata.
Nasa 3.
What is your take on video games and social
Yeah.
media?
Ako mismo, Tito Boy, I play the game. I'm a gamer too.
What are you toying? Roblox?
So, yung
Yan bang tawag? Roblox? I'm sorry.
That app, hindi ko pinalaro sa anak ko yan. Kasi I played it It's role-playing, and then ang dami nangyayari inside. And then there are strangers who would chat with you dun sa anak mo. So I told Ayesha na wag nang laruin yan. So, pero
Sinubukan mo?
Sinubukan ko muna.
Ano yun?
Nilalaro
What is it?
ko siya. Meron siyang iba-ibang games inside. Tapos iba-ibang rooms.
Pero meron bang elemento ang laro na yun na nag-uudyok sa bata para maging violent?
Sa nakita ko, hindi ko nakita yung violence part. Nakita ko yung safety ng anak ko dahil may strangers na kumakausap.
Ayun.
Yun ang nakita ko. Pero kami ang dalawa ng anak ko, like, we play ML together.
Okay.
We play video games. Kaya yun ang ginagawa ko. And yung when it comes to social media naman, kino-connect ko yung account niya sa akin para kilala ko kung sino kinakausap niya, kung ano yung mga kino-consume niyang apps.
At sino ang kumakausap sa kanya?
Sino kumakausap sa kanya. So, yun yung lagi kong mga chine-check sa anak ko. Kasi, syempre, minor pa din
And
yan.
Ayesha doesn't mind.
Doesn't mind.
You explain to your daughter.
I explain it to her.
Last week, was it last week? Your character actually died.
Yes, that was last week. Thursday last week.
Okay. Ngayon ang reaksyon ng ating mga kapuso ay, ano ba yun? Parang bakit sinayang si Emma, etc. You read the comments.
Yeah, I seen naman the feedback.
And how did you react to the feedback?
Well, happy lang ako na ang daming nakanood, especially that episode. At I don't know how to react.
Pero from the very beginning, alam mo na mamamatay si Emma. Okay. You were told.
Full disclosure, I am a guest of Task Force Firewall talaga.
Kasi ang pinanggagalingan po nito, konteksto lamang, may mga characters na minsan po ay pinapatay sa serye dahil mahirap na katrabaho, o di
my
kaya, hindi, di ba may mga ganon? O hindi kaya kinakagat ang role, may mga iba't ibang dahilan. So what you're trying to say now, full disclosure, from the very beginning, Emma was to die in the serye.
Yes. Actually, na-extend na nga or na-prolong na yung death niya because supposedly it was just 4 weeks. But
Right.
then, they extended me. Maraming salamat po. They extended me 5 weeks. So yeah, actually happy na ako doon.
At may kissing scene kayo ni Miguel, Tan Felix. Sandali, ito lang ang tanong. Magkaibigan kayo ni Miguel, magkaibigan kayo ni
Isabel, yeah.
Isabel.
We're
So,
very
ang
good friends.
katanungan, was it awkward? Was it easy? Was it difficult to do? Bumusina ka ba kay Isabel?
I think naman kasi Miguel and Isabel, they talk always. So, I think na-communicate naman na yan ni Miguel with Isabel. And then, ako naman, on my part, my communication with her was, happy siya with the scenes kasi ang ganda ng pagkakagawa.
Napanood niya?
Yes. And Miguel and I, walang awkwardness kasi may running man na kami. Ang dami
Tama.
na namin pinagdaanan together.
When you said happy, sinabi niya? She verbalized na,
Yeah, na ang ganda ng mga eksena. She was like really... I have the script.
Did she did she actually say na, I was happy with the kissing scene?
No naman, no.
Hindi
She
ganun
didn't say
ka-
na that
Okay.
naman, na maganda lang yung mga eksena. Maganda
Ganun
yung-
ka-general.
Yeah.
Wala namang nagtanong, kumusta yung kissing scene namin? Hindi mo tinanong.
No,
Kasi iba yung
I don't,
dating
I don't think
iba yung dating
naman.
sa akin eh. Hindi, joke!
Because we're professionals. We're all professionals. We're friends. And we know how the job is done.
Tama naman.
So, yeah.
And that's part of the job. Let's talk about two of the greatest actors in Philippine cinema. Ano ang inyong mga iniisip? What are your thoughts about the great Vilma Santos and the great Nora Honor?
Parang yin and yang yan eh. They're two sides of the same coin. Okay? Iba ang kalidad ni Vilma, iba ang kalidad ni Ate Guy. Okay? There are things that are sparkling sa career ni Ate Guy in the same manner that there are things sparkling kay Vilma. There is Bona, there is Sister Stella L. Okay? There is 3 taong walang Diyos, there is relasyon. So in other words, there's no way to compare apples and oranges. Eh.
Okay, I get that.
Okay?
Oo.
Now, ikaw,
Ikaw, Joel.
may favorite ka?
Noranyan ako, di ba?
Pareho naman tayo doon.
Number
Oo.
one, Noranyan
Pero kaibigan
ako.
natin si Ate V. Oo.
Pero kaibigan ko si Ate B.
Correct. Oo.
Si Ate Guy, kapag... Hindi naman siya perfecto eh. Lalo na nung bata siya, pagdating sa set, hindi naman siya perfecto. May mga pagkukulang siya. Pero yung pagkukulang na yon, napupunan na pag sinabi mo, action! At pagkahusay-husay niya, hindi ka na nagkagalit sa kanya.
May naalala lang akong kwento ni Ate Guy because I was also very close to the superstar. Nagtampo sa'yo yun eh. Hindi ko alam kung alam mo ito, Sidhi. Naalala mo?
Oo. Nagtampo siya sa akin. Naku, Ate Guy, sorry.
Sorry po, Ate Guy, napapag-usapan
Nagtampo
lamang.
siya sa akin dahil nanood siya ng Rases ng Sidhi. Nakita niya napakahusay ni Glidel. Bakit napakahusay na direct? Bakit napakahusay ni Glidel? May gusto ka dyan, ano?
Imagine ikaw?
Magkakagusto doon. Hindi ako pwede magkagusto doon. Alam mo kung bakit, hindi ba? Sa kanya. Tapos hindi na ako binate. Dubbing. Ayaw magdub ni Ate Guy. Sabi sa akin nung tao doon, Direk, ayaw magdub ni Ate Guy. Bakit? Ayaw eh. Basta ayaw niya. Tinawagan ko. Ate Guy, pag hindi ka nag-dub, pwede naman kasi pipi ka naman dito. Ganyan. Ganyan lang naman ang sasabihin mo. Ipapadub kita kay Ate Guy. Dumating si Ate Guy. Kaya lang ban ako doon sa dubbing. Okay lang maban mo ako.
Binahan ka sa dubbing.
Ban ako. Okay lang basta madub niya. May mga ganun tendency. Nagalit sa akin dahil doon.
Pero naalala ko yun because she also realized na napakahusay ni Glidel.
Oh, napakahusay.
Naalala ko yung sinabi mo.
Magaling.
At saka doon sa Sidhi, yun yung, Diyos ko doon, sa Kabanatuan kami, ang shooting namin sa Bungabon, 1 hour away from the base.
Right.
So, alas 6 pa lang, ginigising ko na siya. Ate Guy, pumunta na tayo sa set, ha? Sumunod ka na. O si Direk, ready na kami, ready na, aalis na ako. Alas 12 na, tanghalian na, wala pa. Alas 2 na, wala pa. Umuwi na pala. Umuwi. Dahil, tinawagan ko muna si Jessie, yung producer. Sabi ko, Papa Jessie, anong gagawin namin dito? Ay, umuwi na kayo. Wala na pala dyan si Guy. Umuwi na kami. After 2 weeks, bumalik. Kaya pala siya umuwi, sumakit ang ngipin. Niya. Habang nag-shooting kami ng mga remnant, namaga uli. Hindi pala siya pumunta sa dentist. So sabi ko kay Papa Jesse, namaga na naman. Hindi ka na pwedeng umuwi. Saan ba ang maga? Sa kaliwa. I-shoot mo sa kanan. Din sa kanan.
Pero tama naman si Joel. Pagharap naman sa camera, lahat
Ay,
yan.
paglalahap sa camera. Ay, kahit nga maga ang mukha niya,
Umaarte pa rin.
ganun pa rin.
Napakahusay.
Action scene, silang dalawa ni Albert, magpapatayan, napakahusay.
Oo.
Hindi mo mahalata maga.
Pero gusto ko lang puntahan yung player development coach. Jimmy, anong ibig sabihin yan?
So, Tito Boy, player development coach, basically your role on the team is to work with certain players. The head coach will assign certain players on the team for you to work with. So, meaning before practice, after games, we'll watch film, sabay tayo. And so it's really building relationships with the players. And at the same time, yung preparation for the games, we'll be in charge of some of the scouts. Got Los Angeles Lakers, New York Knicks. We'll be the ones to present in front of the team the video and parang yung game plan for.
So,
for
ibig
that night.
sabihin, yung player development coach, hindi lamang yung laro ang pinag-uusapan. Holistic.
Yes.
Nanonood kayo ng sine magkasama. You get to know the players as
Absolutely.
people.
Yes.
You know, so you don't just manage the skills, ika nga, ng players, but even yung kwento ng mga buhay nila para buo sila pag pumapasok sa court. May ganun pala. You know, I know a friend of mine, he's into wellness naman, and I think he worked for New York Knicks. Erwin Valencia.
Yes.
Kilala mo si Erwin?
Yes, we know each other.
Oh, okay. Is he still involved in basketball? Pinoy din yun eh kasi.
I'm not sure if he's involved anymore with the NBA, but I know he's still involved with just sports in
Pero
general.
tama ako na nag-Knicks siya sa New
Yes,
York.
yes.
And then Spolstra, parang ganon.
Yeah, with-
Pero ang tanong ng marami, Jimmy, kaya ba talaga makapasok ng homegrown basketball player sa NBA?
Absolutely.
Kaya?
Absolutely, kaya.
Pero bakit hindi pa tayo nakakapasok?
Well, Tito Boy, at the end of the day, the NBA is really the best in the world.
Yeah.
I think we're close, and I just think kailangan moving forward. You know, you see the growth of the Filipino players. I think this generation, you see the talent. So I think it's just a matter of time.
Anong kinakailangan natin gawin? May kinalaman ba ang height? May kinalaman ba ang training? Ano?
Hindi
Natawa
kailangan
si
yung
Jimmy.
height.
One of the best players, but yeah.
Hindi kailangan height necessarily. Obviously, it helps. But again, I think Tito Boy, it's obviously the talent, the work ethic, and sometimes it's the timing. Parang
Tama naman.
yung right opportunity to step
Oh,
in.
Ginny, sinong nakikita mo? Ikaw, pati ikaw, LJ, sinong nakikita nyo na pwedeng makapasok sa NBA?
Ngayon?
Ngayon.
Obviously, I think someone like Kai Soto is close.
Ang dinig ko, parang he's trying again.
Yes, I heard
Just
possibly.
got married, yeah.
Yes.
Correct. Congratulations.
I heard he's going to be playing in the upcoming summer league. And
Narinig natin yun.
I think that's a great step in the right direction if the NBA is his goal. Because after summer league, if you play well, then the next step is getting invited to training camp, and
Galing.
then
Ano ang reaksyon ng mga boys pag sinasabi mong tatay mo si Rev Cortez?
Aba, syempre, takot. Takot agad. Uy, punta tayo sa bahay. Uy, ayoko
May
pa nandun
image eh,
daddy
di ba?
mo. Yes. So, maganda rin. Kahit papano, may takot sila.
May nagustuhan ka ba kaagad na nanligaw kay Kai na dinala niya sa bahay?
Actually, wala eh. Pero dahil gusto niya, okay na. Pwede na.
Yeah, tinatanggap naman niya.
Oo.
Medyo may resistance simula, pero accept.
Anong reaction mo nung nagdesisyong mag-asawa ang iyong anak? Let's talk about that marriage.
Ginawa mo ba yung homework? Chinek mo ba kung sino siya? Ano siya? At basta, malaki na siya. Alam na niya ang kanyang ginagawa.
Parang di na naman yung malaki na siya.
Eh lahat naman tayo sa pamilya, puro malalaki. Okay.
Okay. Kai, when you finally decided to get married, ano yung, kasi ang consideration ng dad ay, did you do your homework, etc. What made you decide na, ito na, this is time to get married?
Because during that time, ang pinakita niya sa akin, sobrang perfect. Super perfect. Kahawig niya lolo ko. Yan yung physically na nag-attract sa akin. Kasi parang Spanish yung lolo ko eh. So maputi siya, na chubby, na cute. And he was so gentle. Yung pinakita niya sa akin nung time na yon, okay.
Nabago yun.
The day we got married, let's just say na who he was wasn't who I thought he was.
So tama pa rin ang tatay. Di ba? Did you do your homework? Importante na hindi yung, di ba, panandalian lamang na impression.
Hindi, I didn't. Well, to the best of my abilities, I did. Pero in hindsight, mo na lang marirealize.
Pero things happen for a reason. Ika nga, di
Totoo,
ba?
I wouldn't have my kids kung hindi ko siya
Tama.
nakilala.
And you wouldn't be as buo as this one.
True. As
Di ba?
strong,
Sometimes
as
you have to be
smart.
broken for you to realize
Yes.
the things that you have to do para maging whole.
Totoo. Kailangan mo maging bobo para maging matalino.
Actually, that's a nice way of putting it. No? I like it when you speak very strongly for divorce. Which is not very, very popular dito sa atin. Oo. Aside from your experience, what do you want us to understand tungkol sa divorce?
Alam naman natin that the only thing constant in this world is change. At ang tao, hindi exception dyan. Ang tao nagbabago. So, hindi naman imposible na sa kalagitnaan, pagkatapos mo maging sobrang sure na ito na yung taong para sa'yo, kalagitnaan ay may magbago. Hindi mo nagustuhan ang pagtrato sa'yo. Lalong-lalo na kung wala ng respeto sa'yo. Naniniwala kung you can stand for yourself and you can say no and you can say, I deserve better.
Do you share that opinion?
No.
Oo.
Kasi kami ni Candy, we are member of a Catholic Renewal Group. At naniniwala kami na pag nag-asawa ka, whatever God put together, let no one put asunder. Tama ba yun?
That's right.
It's, yeah.
I respect
So,
that.
pero
Pero
kung-
paano yung binubugbog, tsaka yung inaabuso, di ba?
Binugbog ka ba?
Hindi naman ako yung pinag-uusapan. In general, personalan talaga to. Gusto mo sagutin ko ngayon?
The keyword here is, iginagalang mo yung opinion ng dad.
Yes,
Oo.
kasi yun naturo sa kanila. Kaya sobrang thankful ako sa parents ko. Because ganun nga yung paniniwala nila. Pero yung time na sabi ko, hindi ko na kaya. Tinatanong pa rin niya, baka maayos pa. Pero when I really decided na no, enough is enough, tinanggap niya. Tinanggap niya yung decision ko. And he supported me and my kids kahit na...
And it was not easy. Ang hirap nun.
At kami na gumawa ng paraan para palayasin yung lalaki sa bahay.
Di ba?
Okay.
Lumabas pa rin yung...
Tatay,
kahit na ganun ang paniniwala niya. Kaya, thank you.